we ready?
Yeah, waiting on you.
All right, and away we go.
A slew of guest hosts have taken over following Williams' ongoing health-related absence.
Speculation about her health erupted. Wells Fargo has this guardianship petition keeping me away from my money. I want my money. This is not fair.
The Wendy Williams show is coming to an end after 13 seasons.
It's a very personal and painful process that she's going through.
So, where are you on your journey right now, Wendy? What do you want right now?
Well, I'm glad that I'm free from the Wendy Williams show. So now I can absolutely pull down and show my boobs. You understand what I'm saying? Can I show you?
Well, no, you don't need to.
Okay. In a good way.
When she's utilizing the term free, I just think she means she can do what she wants.
Talking to people, you miss that. People talking and you being the interviewer and will a podcast allow you to do that again?
Well, Will knows about podcasts. Will I be able to actually see people?
Yes.
Well,
Perfect.
who is Will to you?
My sexy best friend. For life. I love you, you know. Can you please come? Please. I'm crying in a good way.
Good way. You have to take into consideration that Wendy's lost a lot. She lost her mom, she lost her show, she got divorced, her son went away to college, and then on top of that, she has physical ailments that affect her. So when you factor in all of those things, one person alone probably couldn't even deal with half of that.
Everybody's in your business. How do you feel about that now, being the center of so much gossip? And
Thank you.
you like being the center of attention and having people wonder.
I demand. 6 years old. That's all I wanted. The center of attention. 6 years old.
Well, you got it.
Of course. And I always will.
The queen of all media, that's who you are. How did you do that?
Even if they don't know the Wendy Williams show, everybody instantly falls in love with me.
That's boss.
That's boss.
Boss Wendy is boss lady.
Yes.
I don't know what wealthy is. I don't want to be wealthy. All I wanted to do was be famous.
Well, why can't you access your money right now? That seems really unfair.
I have no idea. One judge and 3 doctors say my money is still stuck at Wells Fargo. And I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you. In the meantime, I have no money.
Every other person out there is dealing with challenges and hurdles. She's doing the same.
Should I be like your feet out? I should, right? You should know where your shoes.
This is lymphedema. And I can only feel now 2%. Do you see what this looks like? There's no cure for this. There's no pill for this. Oh my God, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to sit down again. And I should be in a wheelchair. You know? Whoa.
Watch your toe, watch your toe, watch your
Okay.
toe. There you go.
Okay.
Other people in the press are saying that you still have substance abuse issues, that there's alcoholism. Are you sober? What's going on with that?
Well, I love Tito Puente. I love vodka. And the problem is with Wanda. She's my sister.
You love Wanda, though.
I love Wanda, but she hates that I love alcohol. You understand?
Why do you think Wanda wants you to stop drinking?
I don't know.
Well, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She's going to get the help that she needs because she's trying to make a powerful comeback. That's what I'm here for, to make sure that she's represented correctly and that I clean everything up and we see the Wendy that we've grown to love.
Well, the world wants you back. You know, that's one thing I know.
Well, the world will have me back with podcasts, correct? Yep.
I know we see her on the screen, we've seen her on TV for 15 years, 16 years, but understand she's everyone else.
I think some people worry about you and then losing you. Do you understand how much people love you that way?
Next question, please.
What do you think will make Wendy Williams happy in her next chapter?
People lust for fame.
Thank you so much for being here today. And
They always have a story.
Wendy, we're cheering for you. We're excited.
on behalf of Boss,
We always have a story.
6 years old in Asbury Park. I still can't believe that I'm the same Wendy.
Wendy Williams hoping she can get her health back to a point where she can maybe one day be on TV once
Because
again.
fans would love that.
You know, I'm really happy that she's getting the help that she needs. There have been rumblings for a long time that perhaps she was struggling with addiction, but people are really rooting for her, and she will be back at some point.
Okay, here we go. Wendy, you happy?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, oh. That's okay. Didn't break. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Wendy, describe to me how you're feeling.
Great.
Why do you want to do a documentary about your life?
Because in my 50s, I want to do something else.
What's a question that you really don't like being asked when people interview you?
Nothing. Nothing's off limits.
So we're going to show you on this iPad what we
I love Wanda, but she hates that I love alcohol. You understand?
Why do you think Wanda wants you to stop drinking?
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tears of joy.
Is there anything in that that was hard for you to see?
The different wigs. Some of the wardrobe.
You had a big doctor day today. 3 doctors.
Yes. Excuse me. I'm only supposed to have one doctor, and that's for the thyroid. The other 2 doctors are because my is stuck at Wells Fargo. Yes.
So you saw a thyroid doctor, right?
Right.
And then did you see a neurologist?
I guess so. I guess to find out if I'm crazy. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow I go to the psychiatrist. Or to find out, how are you feeling? So what's been happening?
You don't like going to therapy.
Excuse me, no. I don't need a therapist. For what?
So you went to a wellness center in California, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
A wellness center.
And why did you go to a wellness center?
I don't know. Will took me there.
Why do you think we took you there?
I don't know.
So you thought we just had nothing else for you to do?
Correct.
Will, why did you take,
I think, honestly, Wendy needed some rest. Wendy was going through a lot.
I can rest right here.
Well, I thought you needed a place where you could actually focus on rest. Sometimes here you're not going to sleep, you're not eating, you're not taking care of yourself.
Please.
Please what? This was just an assessment that we made. You need a break. That's it.
what, you did not like going to the wellness center?
Stop talking, please, about that.
Oh, me or Will?
Everyone. I'm very healthy. Please.
Let's go.
I'm saying.
Welcome, Queen. I actually have a friend of mine who has been training for, I think, about 20, 25 years that I think is the ideal match for Wendy. He is concerned about your physical, your mental, your nutrition, and he really cares about just her overall spirit.
I don't like working out with someone. I do it myself.
Well, maybe you would like this. Let's just see. You would be willing to sit with me? How you feel? When you take these off, you want to keep them on? I kind of want
them on.
Okay.
It's cold.
I understand. So I bought this stability stick for you, right? Because I want you to be able to start doing stuff like stepping up on things. This is pretty tall, but...
No, thank
right?
you. No, thank you.
You're not going to do this.
No, thank you.
But I want you over time to be able to...
No, thank you.
Wait, you don't want to climb the stair?
I can only feel 6% of each foot.
What movements are you willing to do?
Things that I don't fall down.
You're going to fall... This is going to help you with stability.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Let's try something else.
I want you to feel good.
I do.
I want you to move however you want to move.
That feels good.
I want you to be able to do
Push
whatever.
this in.
So this glue...
Push this
This
in.
butt is stronger than that
Push
side.
this in.
This is stronger.
No, do it right here.
This is stronger than the other side. Can I pull on you a little bit?
That feels good.
Good.
Ah!
Breathe.
That feels really good.
Very good.
Oh, my God.
Thank you for allowing me to work with you. I need 8 to 12 weeks with Wendy for a change. And I need to see her three to four times a week to make a change. Get her active again. To get her quality of life better again. Let's get you in the car. Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop.
All right. You're just being hospitable.
Move away.
Gentlemen.
I'm taking pictures on my own.
Is it a full session?
Come.
Let's do it. People love Wendy. And she loves the people.
Showtime.
Why do people root for Wendy? She's like controversial at times.
Yep.
She can be very abrasive and unfiltered.
She is so sort of open about who she is and her struggles. So they feel like they have a real relationship with her. They're invested in her life. This is also a woman that was in her living room every single day for 12 years. And before that on the radio.
It's crazy. I can't believe I'm doing a Q&A on Wendy right now. With all the that I've been through.
How did you meet Wendy?
At a club. Mutual friend called me. He was like, would you like to come down to the show? And then I became the DJ on the Wendy Williams show. I brought nightlife to daytime television. And I was on the set the day Wendy fainted. I thought, she got to be acting. Like, this is not real. When I started seeing the producers run down to aid her, it hit me in that second, like, this is for real. Like, she was lifeless. You didn't really see her moving. It was scary. What actually happened, That was on everybody's mind.
Talk show host Wendy Williams fainted on air. She took an extended break from her show, citing health issues related to an autoimmune disease.
People started looking at Wendy now like, why is her eyes bulging up? And she started addressing Graves' disease.
The Graves' disease has been a little challenging though, regarding, sometimes you get the crazy stare.
She started addressing all her health conditions, Graves' disease, thyroid disease, then lymphedema. That made a lot of people start zooming in and caring more about, like, what's really going on with your health, Wendy.
Give me a few weeks, and thank you for your concern.
Now, would you ever have a replacement host for the show?
How dare you?
Hey, Wendy, we're back.
Are you taking pictures now?
Great.
Okay. How you feeling? You good?
Very well. Because I love when people come over,
Okay.
you know?
Because you love to interact. You love to talk to people.
Yeah, but not for a long time.
Yeah, we give them 12 minutes and then you throw them out.
Yeah, but not this. I'll give them 1,000 hours.
1,000 hours.
Yes.
Okay, this is A-camera. We'll interview. Take one.
Showtime. Can I at least see the shot first, please? I just want to make sure I look like money. I look like Sam? Okay. Good.
How did you meet Wendy?
It's funny you ask that question because I've met Wendy in multiple different facets. I've met her in the New York scene. Us being out, partying. I was commissioned to do jewelry for her. And then we just developed a relationship and a bond from there. It went from friendship to management, which was after her divorce with her ex-husband. So, we're gonna go over some looks for the interview today, for the documentary.
I know what I'm going to wear.
Okay, so why isn't it out?
Grab some.
I don't see it. We're gonna show you something.
Chanel.
All right, Wendy.
No.
No.
You didn't even see it
I
yet.
didn't even look.
I don't care.
All right, so what about the jacket?
How about this jacket?
No.
This jacket is amazing.
No.
Okay.
Did you just naturally say no for everything?
Yes.
I have Chanel.
You do have Chanel.
Talk your
Yes.
talk.
Well, you wore.
Is it new Chanel? Something we've never seen before?
So which Chanel did you want to wear? Your Chanel sweater, or are you talking about your Chanel jewelry?
Please, go away.
Wendy, that's rude. That's not necessary. It's not necessary.
All right, we'll figure something else out. All right? Don't worry about it. We'll figure something else out. What did you want to wear? Tell me.
I don't care for her.
Okay, but why? Can you explain to me why you don't care for her? Because before you liked her.
Now I don't.
Okay. Wendy being pissed off is normal. She doesn't really mean it, but she's a pain in the ass, and she's very matter of fact. She changes her mind all the time. Like she may like you today and not like you tomorrow.
So you're getting your nails done today because it's a big day for the documentary, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't think
Are you married?
I'm not married.
Do you want to get married?
Maybe, yeah. I think so. Yes.
You want to have kids?
One.
One is done.
That's all I want.
Only one coat, please.
You only want? Okay.
Yes, just one. Oh,
Oh.
God. What are you doing?
This just makes sure that the color
No.
adheres.
No, take this off.
Okay.
You said the same thing. Take that off. Are you stupid? She's disgusted with me. It's okay. Young, they'll learn. Can I take this off?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the things I think her fans are concerned about is her health. Are you concerned at all about her mental health?
In regards to Wendy's health, I'm not going to say that I'm concerned as if I'm worried about her.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
But there's some times where Wendy's just a little bit more aggressive. She's just a little bit more demanding. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there was something special in her water. At the end of the day, she's probably one of the biggest personalities that we've seen in quite some time.
In the 90s, I had a great career. I was super popular on the radio. Although I was sniffing coke. I got high like 5 days a week. And then Kevin came along. And then I said, oh, maybe I could see myself marrying this man. Well, he's not going to put up with my mess, sneaking around. I was still getting down. So if I can tell you about my struggle and then that can help you in some sort of way, then my job is done. I'm not embarrassed.
So why did you do cocaine?
I wanted to experience everything. And then in my 50s, I wanted to retire.
So cocaine was just an experience.
Well, I wanted
which turned into a habit.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
What do you think made you stop using cocaine?
I wanted to have a baby.
Ah.
So I just stopped.
Okay. That
And
was
to be
probably...
sure everything was cleared, body-wise, I waited a year. And so, but I had 2 miscarriages. Same exact experience.
Wow. That sounds like a lot
Yes.
to deal with.
Yep. At that time, I actually was doing radio. And I dealt with it and talked about it, honestly. And then we finally had Kevin. So that's why My son, Kevin, is very important to me. You know?
Kevin's in Miami, right?
Everyone's in Miami.
We have a small family. Outside of the adults, it's just me, Kevin, and my sister.
Marker?
Tell me about your relationship with Wendy. Did you spend a lot of time with her as you were growing up as a kid?
I feel like both of us, her with her parents and me, my parents were kind of like the black sheep in the situation, so we kind of connected on that. But when I was in college, I lived with her for a little while. Every day she would get off work, she'd go into her room, get the vape pen, the bottle of liquor, and we wouldn't see her until 5 a.m. the next day when it's time to go to work.
I've known Wendy for 43 years, maybe 44 we were discussing. But I would talk to her, and it would be like 9 o'clock in California. And she'd be like, yeah, I'm waiting for Kevin to come along. It's midnight. Where is he? When Kevin and his mistress started going about town and he bought her a car, and it started ending up in the tabloids that they were out together and working out together and going to the steakhouse together, Wendy was just like feeling played.
Was she absolutely devastated?
She was. And it was causing her to drink more than she usually would. She would drink sometimes, but when she was going through the tribulation with Kevin, it definitely was to just numb out.
In 2019, the family helped put Mom in rehab down here in Florida. And the show wanted her up there in New York for some reason, even if it was just to receive help. And that's when she had to step up and kind of address the problems on TV.
Well, for some time now, and even today and beyond, I have been living in a sober house. So that is my truth.
I just knew at that time she had a problem. And it was deeper than what people realized.
Wendy called me from the sober house to tell me that Kevin and his mistress had their baby.
He breathes hard. Buries his head in his hand. I said, what? It's 11 o'clock at night. Get up. What, your bitch had a baby? He said, yes. I said, okay, it's time to divorce. That was it. And then there is no going back. There was not even a thought. There's not a marriage counselor that can help. I don't care about her. I don't care about the baby. And I don't care about him. Bye. I have to tell you, you know I've been dealing with issues with addiction, alcoholism, and I have a whole new life that I plan for myself and my son.
Wendy saying the word alcoholism in this clip is shocking to me because she very clearly has always said that has not been an issue to that level.
If you look at the decline of my aunt, it happened after her divorce. I'm not the biggest fan of my uncle, but he was making sure she showed up on time, sober and ready to work. Her doing the show is half of the battle. Getting to the show is the real battle.
Okay, here we go. Tell me about the robe you're wearing.
My ex, this is his.
The robe is your ex's?
Mm-hmm.
So you went through a difficult divorce, and it doesn't bother you to wear something from your ex?
No, because it wasn't difficult at all. Women need to grow up, and grow up quickly, and don't get married so quickly.
Kevin's infidelity had a huge impact on Wendy. You know, he was the protector, you know, making sure she's doing what's right and taking care of herself. And him not being there, I became that person where, okay, yo, you okay today? Drink some water, you know, like I became that person. You know, Wendy has this big home that she's living in, and it's just her there by herself. No husband, her kid is away.
My home only has a 4-foot-tall pool, and I walk several laps.
I always felt that Wendy had, you know, the loneliness in her life, isolation. She just wasn't prepared or know how to deal with this new life. And then COVID just didn't help.
2020 was an unbelievable year. The pandemic hit the world. So any program that had a live studio audience had to completely rethink their approach. Major pop programs made at-home studios.
2020, Wendy at home.
See, I didn't see half. Ooh, man. Oof. I was the DJ, a.k.a. the cameraman, a.k.a. the lighting man. I was that guy. Wendy didn't want no one at her house at all. But me. So I was standing behind the computer, holding up cue cards behind her, making sure she stays a point.
Okay, what else is going on?
Read the card. Read the card.
Okay, so over at Vanderpump Rules, who was that? Who?
Sheena Shea.
And she's looking really bad. Am I correct?
You can see she was tired. You can see delayed. She was processing things. Her time to answer questions. There were times she showed no emotion. She showed, like drifting off where, she just wasn't interested. And I'm like, this is not COVID doing this. Is it lymphedema, thyroid, the failed marriage? It could be the damage of using alcohol for so long. Wear and tear.
Did you worry that she was drinking a lot?
Yeah, I worried about that. So I was always calling, checking on her, driving up unannounced, like, hey, I'm downstairs. I got to see her lows, the lowest of lows.
What was the lowest time?
She had to go to the hospital. That was probably the lowest time, yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
Just, she needed help.
Did you call the ambulance?
No.
Did you take her to the hospital?
I can't really answer that.
DJ Booth was there, and he called us crying, saying that she's going to die and she needs help. We called Kevin, who at the time was her medical proxy. He called the ambulance. The ambulance came. My aunt needed 3 blood transfusions. And that's the only reason she's alive today.
What happened to her?
Alcohol. I mean, from what DJ Booth says, it's a combination of them just letting her sit in the bed and drink liquor, and then thinking she's going to be ready to go.
So Kevin really saved her life.
Yeah, and DJ Booth.
I went to the hospital to go check on her. She wasn't on point. She wasn't as sharp. So, like, what's really going on with you? Like, are you okay? Is it medication? It's like, do you remember who I am? These all wasn't the same person anymore.
When did you leave the show and why?
Me seeing Wendy's health, I felt like I couldn't be a part of this new person, because what we had from season 1 to that point, it wasn't the same no more.
In 2020, Wendy came back and she interviewed Barbara Corcoran, right? But then it quickly goes off the rails.
All I'm saying is I want to whisper in your ear behind the scenes. Just saying. Well, I have cats. I love them. And they need stuff. And I've noticed stuff about them during the pandemic that maybe cats need stuff.
She can't really maintain a thorough line of conversation, nor can she even stay focused.
Oh, so we take one more girl.
I've known my aunt for 32 years. She's always been a champion, and she still is, but it's different now. It's different. The person that we see right now is a departure from who she had been over the last 15, 20 years. My grandmother and I were sitting on my couch watching the show.
I am tired of trying to remember days that match to days of the month and week and the year.
She said to me,
I look in my daughter's eyes and I know if my daughter is happy and I know if she's well. And I just don't know if everything is really well right now. Her eyes have dimmed a bit. She said, whatever you do, always protect and have your aunt's back. When I heard my grandmother say that, I was like, okay, a mother knows her daughter. And it was the last conversation I had with her before she passed away. My aunt and my grandmother had a relationship unlike any other. I mean, they would fall asleep sometimes on the phone together. I know my aunt talked about it one day on her show.
My mom passed away. Gone is the best mother, the best girlfriend that a girl could ever have.
What impact did her mother's death have on her?
Cheryl was the girl. Like, Shirley was her right-hand woman, and so she was grieving, but she wasn't allowed to because she's talent. You know, talent can't have a bad day, so she had to suck it up.
In 2021, Wendy gives her last appearance.
Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful summer, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.
And there were a lot of questions that started to arise around what's going on here. Like the allegations of her being taken for psychiatric care.
Heading in, we're being told she's in the hospital, she's under doctor's care, she's having brain fog, hallucinations, memory loss. And the producers of the show sort of huddled and said, all right, we've got to bring on guest hosts.
Me and Kevin, we went up to New York to see her for a little bit, and she was just in very bad shape. Then we found out she had been in the hospital, and we realized that she was in bad shape to the point where she was dying. So we proceeded to pack her stuff and then brought her down here to Florida.
Hey, Mom, how's your morning going?
It's just after 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing okay, you know? Beautiful sky. It's very peaceful. Big here, you know?
Yeah, you're taking a break from New York. So.
Yeah, this is a break from New York.
Speaking of that, a lot of people have been wondering, like, you know, what you've been up to, and then, you know, saying the prayers out and everything.
You say prayers and think about me? Really? Well, thank you.
Yes, everyone's praying about you.
Thank you.
Back strong than ever.
When she was down here, she got a lot better. Kevin spent almost every day, all day with his mom. She was vegan the whole time. She had a personal trainer. She was completely sober. She could speak more clearly. She could remember what you were speaking about 20 seconds prior. We just made sure that she lived a healthy life.
At the Wendy Williams show, there was a swirl of questions like, where is she? What's happening? Is she coming back? Is she not coming back? Her phone is sort of ringing and ringing and ringing, and at a certain point, I think some of them are wondering, like, did she even have her phone?
I didn't have contact with her for a significant amount of time, and I knew it was out of the ordinary because we talk all the time. I thought that her family took her phone.
By, February of 2022, one person described it to me as like, well, we can't sit here and ask, what if? We can't sort of renew the maybe Wendy Williams show. This version of this show has to end. My aunt did not know she was not going back to the show. She came over to my home one day, and this was when the news broke. That day. And I said to her, hey, Wendy, come in, let's sit down. The show is no more. The show's done. It's now Sherry who is in your time slot. The Wendy Williams show, as you know it, it's done. And so I was the one that told her that she did not know. She didn't believe it, but she was still going out saying, I'm getting ready for a new season. To really understand where things really stood, that's how that played out.
Are you sad about the show being canceled? Any plans for a new show?
Wendy is doing fabulous.
She's doing fabulous.
Yeah.
Any more words for the fans?
Lots more Wendy stuff.
That's good to hear. Love it. Thank you. Thanks, Wendy.
Are there any relationships, like in your family or friends, that you want to repair or heal?
Guess my son, Kevin.
So what's the tension between you and Kevin?
Nothing. Except for he hates liquor.
When do you drink? When do you want to drink?
When I want to.
Well, he cares about you. What do you miss the most about him? Do you laugh a lot?
We have the best time. The best time. And I can't wait for... Anyway.
Can't wait for what? To see him?
When I die, everything is for him.
Kevin interview, take one, marker.
How do you feel about this documentary?
Well, I've never been someone who's been on camera, so being in this has never been my thing. But I feel like the whole idea of what this is supposed to be about is supposed to be about her getting better. That's why I wanted to participate in it.
When was the last time you saw her?
It was about 8 months ago, I think.
She was in Florida with all of you?
Yeah, she wanted to be closer to family, and we felt as though that her being closer to family would be a huge help and maybe make her feel as though she's worth more than just being a talk show host. I felt like my mother has never needed TV or a platform to be special. But I think she may feel otherwise.
Why did she go back to New York?
Court case happened. She was brought back to New York and put in front of a judge and given a guardian. That was when they took her away from us. That's why now Kevin's completely financially cut off. The family side of the story hasn't been told, so it's kind of left this gray space of who's really telling the truth or what's really going on. I've always wanted the best for my mom, I just stay strong, I just understand, like, nobody's perfect. No matter how many times somebody may fall down, you gotta lift them back up. But I feel like the situation that she's in right now isn't really the best situation for her journey of trying to heal.
Oh my God. All I was doing was saying, oh my God, how sexy I look. Look, a thigh gap. Look, even when I do this, do you see a thigh gap? And I have tears. In a good way. I love my family.
So, do you support your son right now? Because you got him an apartment, right, in Miami?
First of all, asking, do I support, is the wrong word.
Okay, tell me.
Who the are you?
Exactly. But do you want him to have...
Go out, please.
Okay.
Because I'm done with you.
Okay.
My son, financially and also health-wise, is the best.
I didn't mean to upset
Leave me
you. I'll leave him
Go
alone.
away. Go away. Go away. This is my third time crying. And I cried the other day. And I'm not a crier. I've got so much money. I want it for my son. God, look, it's boiling down. My life. All I know is how to be famous. I really want to be back on television.
You be back on TV. That's easy.
My mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay.
Hi.
But in reality, there's something wrong.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
There have been random people around you getting money, getting paid, whatever the case may be.
Stealing money from me.
I
I have no idea where we are.
I think she's losing memory.
Anybody could look at. I miss my family.
Why are you crying?
It's a great day. We all make choices in life. We all go through our challenges. She's still a person. How you doing? That's my sister.
You are better than this. You are smarter than this. You are stronger than this.
I understand, Alex.
Can you tell me where your sister is?
No, I don't know the exact location.
I feel like the Guardian has not done a good job of protecting my mom.
I have no friends.
Yes, you know a lot of people. You know how many people love you?
We are her family. And you tell me that I'm not capable of taking care of my sister. What would you do? What should I do? What's going on? I was just like, it's so sorry.
I just want the best for her. And it just looks like we're heading down the same path of self-sabotage.
Đơn là cùng màu xanh. Tiếp tục máu một cũng như thế nữa. Tiếp tục máu 10 mũi móc đơn. Tiếp tục các bạn sẽ một biến thật ngược lại. Bạn sẽ móc mũi hít ngược cho mình để hết hàng. cho mình một vòng tròn an toàn.